May 18th, 2022, Calvin Castine at the Plattsburgh International Airport. We're here for the announcement of the Contour Airlines non-stop flights from Plattsburgh to Philadelphia. There'll be a press conference taking place momentarily, and immediately following that, I think we're going to be able to go out onto the tarmac out there and get a closer look. We'll find out exactly what's happening here in a moment.
Afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Clinton County and Plattsburgh International Airport, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to attend this afternoon's event. I want to recognize some of the folks in the audience that are attending today and thank them for their continuing support of the airport. Better. How's that? All right. So first, I'd like to thank the county legislators that are in the room today, for their continued support of the airport. We'd also like to recognize Kimberly Davis, the Clinton County Treasurer, in attendance. Scott Matthews, representing Assemblyman Billy Jones, is here. I believe Chris Rosenquist is not here. Okay. Thought he was attending. I was told I have to read from a script, which I don't normally do, so you'll forgive me because it's actually become more of a problem than it's supposed to be. So we are pleased to announce that starting July 1st, Contour Airlines will begin offering daily regional jet service from Plattsburgh International Airport to Philadelphia International Airport on 30-seat Embraer regional jet aircraft. The new service connects Plattsburgh to 103 cities with a single stop at Philadelphia on American Airlines, their network. Whether for business or leisure travel, the service keeps the Adirondack North Country connected to the world. Here to provide more information on the service is Matt Chaffetz, CEO of Contour Airlines. I want to personally thank Matt and his team at Contour for recognizing the potential of Plattsburgh International Airport and look forward to our partnership. So this time I'll turn it over to Mr. Chaffetz.
Thanks everyone for coming out this afternoon to join us to celebrate the announcement of new daily jet service to Philadelphia. Contour is actually celebrating its 40th anniversary this year, and although our roots are in charter and aircraft management, even operating FBOs down closer to our home base in Tennessee, our airline brand was started in 2016 with 2 turboprops. Today, we proudly operate a fleet of over 20 regional jets serving 19 communities across the country. I know that everyone's going to love the Contour product and service. Contour is consistently ranked one of the most punctual and reliable airlines in the country. We boast and I do boast, that we have an on-time performance system-wide of over 90% and one of the highest completion factors in the industry at about 99.5%. Folks are going to love riding aboard our Embraer regional jets. We've taken aircraft that were designed to hold anywhere from 37 to 50 seats and removed rows of seats to respace the remaining rows so that every row has the equivalent of first-class legroom. On Contour, the minimum seat pitch is about 36 inches, and that's 5 to 6 more inches than you'd get on any other domestic carrier. So, in addition to a very comfortable ride, we have no middle seats, all leather seating throughout the aircraft, free check bag, free snacks. Won't even try to sell you a credit card while you have you captive for 52 minutes or so en route to Philadelphia. With our partnership with American Airlines, it really offers a seamless experience. When you book on AA.com, you can book a single ticket from Plattsburgh to anywhere American flies. And know that your bags will be checked to their final destination and that you will receive both boarding passes at the time of check-in. The only exception is for travel terminating in Philadelphia. If you're going just to Philadelphia, you do need to book that on our website. but to encourage you to do so for the next 30 days, I'm very proud to announce Contour will be offering an introductory fare of only $49 each way. So $49 each way for the next 30 days will get you to Philadelphia. Otherwise, if your final destination is anywhere else that American flies, would encourage you to go ahead and book that on AA.com. No middle seats on board our aircraft. We got the best team in the business. I'm very proud of the service that Contour offers, and I look forward to welcoming, I hope many of you on board. I'll be back for the inaugural flight. We serve free champagne on all of our inaugural flights, so for $49, you too can also have a single glass of champagne while I have you in the air. But I look forward to being back here July 1st for the start of 12 weekly round trips to Philadelphia. 2 round trips each day, with the exception of Tuesday and Saturday when there's one. But we've built a great schedule, about 8 a.m. departure here from Plattsburgh, and a late evening return. So really optimal schedule for both business and leisure travelers. So look forward to seeing you again in July, Chris.
Now I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce Mark Henry, Chairperson of the Clinton County Legislature, and invite him up to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for all coming today. It is a great day for Clinton County and for Contour Airlines. Welcome. Welcome to Clinton County. And on behalf of Clinton County, I am certainly very pleased to be able to extend a very warm welcome to Contour Airlines. There's a lot of people involved in anything like this. There's no way you can name them all. But there's a couple of people I would like to point out that have worked very hard to bring this to fruition. Contour Airlines themselves, of course, but our chairman of the airport committee, Legislator Hall, has worked tirelessly on this, has for a number of years, has done a great job for us. The Chamber of Commerce in Christie has done a yeoman's work for us in this. And of course, our county executive, Mike Sherlock, has been involved in this every single day. So there are many people involved with getting us here. But those are 3 of the key people that brought this to fruition. Providing quality air service and reliable air service has always been a priority for Clinton County. Contour Air, as well as our federal partners, have understood this need, and we appreciate their dedication and advocacy to ensure the travel demands of our region are achieved. This service will undoubtedly bring further tourism, growth, and development, and I am proud to call Contour Airlines our partner. This new air service is important to this airport and key to the development of our region. It will service our business community, our universities, our local travel market, and our critically important Montreal market. Contour Air Services offers connection to a major hub in Philadelphia with national and global connections from there. But it's not all about outgoing flights. It's about incoming flights as well. Ed Randell once said that one of the things that people don't realize is that natural beauty has an economic development impact. When you look around us, we are surrounded by natural beauty that undoubtedly has economic impact. We that live here see this every day, the mountains, the lakes. We have a lot to offer in this area. Hopefully the folks that are flying in from Philadelphia will discover this area and come here as a tourist, as a visitor. We will continue to showcase this natural beauty along with all of the other wonderful characteristics of our area to attract and hold people and businesses to our area. Clinton County, our airport director, and the Chamber of Commerce continues to make tourism and connectivity a priority for not only its residents, but our neighbors to ensure their travel needs are met. With the advocacy of our federal and state partners, we were fortunate to attract Contour to our area. but the attraction was mutual. Contour saw in us what we have always seen in ourselves: promise. The promise of a bright future, the promise of expanded travel opportunities, the promise of attracting new visitors and residents to our area, the promise of helping more people discover the natural beauty of our region and returning to enjoy it time after time. Clinton County is delighted that Contour is here today offering this great air service to Philadelphia. We look forward to many flights here in Plattsburgh, and with them, the opportunity to maximize the promise of our region. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Henry. Now I'd like to invite Bob Ball, Chairperson of the Airport Committee for the Plattsburgh International Airport, up to say a few words as well.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you for showing up and coming here. We really appreciate it. Contour, when I just seen you here and listened to you, I think of fantastic, super, great. I am so happy that you are here, and the residents of the city of Plattsburgh and Clinton County are happy to have you here. Thank you so much. I've got to thank a few people that really helped us get this going. You hear a lot about me in the newspaper all the time when something happens out here at the airport, good or bad, and I've been criticized, I've been thanked, but it's not just me. We have an airport committee here, and they're all here today. I'd like to introduce them to you. Patty Waldron, Rob Timmons, Francis Perrier, Wendell Hughes, and the rest of the legislators are here, but those four gentlemen and myself are on the airport committee, and they do a lot to help this happen. Thank you, guys and ladies. We don't thank the people enough that they're really deserving. The Chamber of Commerce is always there for us. They fight for us. Gary calls every politician in New York State and out of New York State trying to get everything he can for Clinton County. And without the Chamber, it just wouldn't happen. We got to thank the Chamber for everything they do. When we were trying to get Contour and other airlines to come to Plattsburgh, and we were very concerned about the fact that we wanted somebody that could get us a flight when you got there to Philadelphia to go somewhere else. That was super important. We didn't have that before. We had it in Washington, but we did not have it in Boston. So when we got this flight from Contour to come here, you can't believe how happy the legislature and the rest of the people were to hear about it. I had a question already today when I got here, and I had to go to Chris to get the answer because I didn't know the answer myself. If you notice this jet, it's low. And the first thing that comes to your mind is are they going to have to go out and walk on the runway to get on the stairs to get onto this plane? And 20 below zero in Plattsburgh, New York, we all know what that's like. And it's even colder than that out in that flight line. The answer is no. Our jet bridges reach that door. There will never be that kind of a problem. Let me end with this. There was a lot of people that made this possible, starting with Contour. We got to thank our consultant, Jack Penning, who we hired a couple of years ago. He did a fantastic job, and he made this happen. And without Chris Craig, our airport manager, and him, I don't believe this would have happened. When we were working on this to get it to come to Plattsburgh, I called Chris every day, any news. I actually drove the guy crazy. And I'd like a nice round of applause for Mr. Penning and our manager, Chris Craig. Contour, I leave you with this. Fantastic. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. Last but not least, I'd like to invite Christy Kennedy, Vice President of Marketing and Business Development for the Plattsburgh and North Country Chamber of Commerce up. Say a few words as well.
So as you can tell, I'm not Gary, and I know I look just like him in the three-piece suit and everything. But he's not here. He's doing what he does best down in Washington, rattling cages and having a great time. So hopefully we'll have some good news soon from that visit as well. But I will keep this really short. First and foremost, thank you for coming and investing in Plattsburgh and the International Airport and seeing the value that we all see in this area. As the chamber side of things, this is a huge announcement for our business community. Not only does it give them an option for business travelers to get to Philadelphia and beyond through the interline agreement with American, but it also allows us to have some growth, entertain new businesses coming to the area, so the economic impact on that hand and in that fold is tremendous. But I also put on my other hat, the Visitors Bureau, which Mark talked a lot about today. This is a great opportunity to introduce the Adirondack region as a whole to Philly and beyond. So I'm tremendously excited to work with Contour and our friends there and their marketing firm, as well as the team here at PBG, to talk about all the wonderful things there are to do in the Adirondacks and the Adirondack coast. So aptly placed behind me, isn't that great? I did that on purpose. And tell them that it's a great destination. We have great outdoor recreation, and it's not just for Plattsburgh, but it's for the region. We have the Olympics, the Olympic Center just in our backyard, Lake Placid and things like that. And the university games are, of course, coming in 2023, and this is a great opportunity as well. So I also, channeling Gary, want to say what he would say and thank those in Washington and who helped push it through. I know Congresswoman Elise Stefanik really helped out get that final push in and did some advocacy for us as well, so we'd be remiss not to thank her and her team as well. But with that, I just want to say thank you, Contour, for being here. Thank you, Clinton County, for all you guys have done and to make this happen. It's always a pleasure to work with you guys as well. And Chris, thanks for everything you do here to make this happen, because it is a tremendous asset for our community. So thank you.
So again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today. I guess before we close, I would like to echo Mr. Hall's sentiments regarding Blair Aviation. They've been a phenomenal partner, as has been the Chamber of Commerce, in working with us to keep and work on growing our air service. I also would like to again echo Christie's comments about thanking our elected officials for their continued support of the airport. That is very important to us as we continue to grow the airport. And lastly, I'd like to also thank the U.S. Department of Transportation for their cooperation and the work we did with them to make this possible. So with that, I want to thank everybody again for coming out. You're welcome to stay around for refreshments, and we'd also like to offer up the opportunity for those that are interested and able to have you go out and take a look at the aircraft, because we have one of the aircraft parked down on the apron, and be more than happy to bring you out there to take a look at it. So with that, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
And that is open to
Oh,
questions.
I'm sorry. All right, sorry about that. And of course, Mr. Chaffetz is open to any questions at this time. Sorry about that.
If there are any questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you repeat what the service will be? You said 12 weekly.
12 weekly round trips, and that's 2 round trips every day of the week except for Tuesday and Saturday when there's just one.
And the times of those flights?
The first departure is at about 8 a.m. I think 8 a.m. on the dot. The second departure, I think, is at 3:45. The schedules are already available for sale on our website, though. I believe the return flight is somewhere around 11 a.m. and then the last departure of the day from Philly back to Plattsburgh, I believe, is at 6:45.
How many seats are on the
30 seats.
Excellent. And then what about jobs? I mean, is this going to create any new jobs for the area?
Sure. Well, we do expect that most of the folks currently employed by SkyWest will move over to Contour. But if you go to our website, we are actively hiring pilots, not just for Philadelphia base, but we also offer our flight crews the ability to be based here in the outstation. So potentially we could have Plattsburgh-based flight crew as well.
What'd you say the flying time was?
I think we have it estimated at about 52 minutes. Now that's takeoff to touchdown, so I believe we have it scheduled for about 1 hour and 15, but only about 52 minutes in the air. Any other questions?
How many, some stick with jobs. How many current staff do you think would transfer? Like how many, what's the number that you need?
I'm not sure of the exact answer, but my understanding is that most of the folks currently, if not all of them, are planning to move over. One thing I will say is having SkyWest's current pay scale having been shared with us, everyone that moves over to Contour will be seeing a bump in pay based on our pay rates relative to SkyWest. So I think regardless, it's an economic win for the community. Okay. I'll just end by saying I think you guys have a beautiful airport. When we landed here, this is my first time to Plattsburgh. When we parked the airplane, I yelled to our captain, "Are we at JFK?" Because this is the only EAS airport I've ever been to that has jet bridges, and certainly from Ramside, the terminal building is incredibly impressive. I just landed from Paris and New York yesterday, and no joke, from the air side, this looks like the International Arrivals building in Kennedy. So we look forward to being here. I think this is going to be a tremendously successful service, and I think it will accomplish all of the objectives that everyone has spoken about.
How long is the contract?
It is a 27-month contract, but I absolutely hope that the community will be happy with the service, and if that happens, then we would like very much to be here for many, many years to come.
Thanks again, everyone, and like I said, please avail yourself of the refreshments, and for those of you that are interested in taking a walk out to the aircraft, just let us know. We've got some folks around. You'll have to be escorted. There's some paperwork we need to do. Start getting those tours going for those that are interested. So thanks again, and I appreciate you coming out this afternoon.
All right, we're going to record on the fly here as we step out into onto the pavement out here, and there is the plane up ahead. The plane. So this is what the folks see when they land here. And there's the terminals. Cloud. All right, here we go. I'll be the first legislator up the ramp here. Hello. Hello. Here.
Pick any seat, they all have time.
Not a lot of room, but we will duck down here and watch the first 10 people come through here, all familiar faces. John's going to take a photo.
Not my best angle, Calvin.
I'm standing up as high as I can there. There's a passenger seat view of folks entering through. Looks like it's just the right height for Bobby Hall.
Christy would be very upset with me if I didn't get a photo, so everyone smile. Ready?
There's a out the door view, out the window view.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, nobody's getting a middle regardless, so they're all good. But for a single traveler, you know, nice to have an island window in one, and know that same time, you know, you need someone.
I'm holding people up. I just take a quick shot here in the cockpit and head out. Well, that'll wrap up this little press conference announcing the new Contour Airlines flights to Philadelphia out of Plattsburgh International. We'll be back in a few weeks to do a up to the date airport tour with Chairman Bob Hall, and we'll take a closer look at the happenings in and around here at Plattsburgh International. Thanks for watching. One final thought as we talked to folks who got on the plane with us, and the agreement is plenty of leg room in there. If you're a 6-footer, you got to bend when you walk down the aisles, but once you're seated, I had plenty of leg room. So the flight to Philadelphia should be comfortable for everyone, and certainly a welcome addition to the Plattsburgh International Airport. These new flights, direct flights to Philadelphia. So feel free to find out more information, and again, it will be a very comfortable flight for everyone.